I'll be sharing a reflection inspired by the story of Daniel in Daniel 10:12 through 14. This passage reminds us of the power of persistent faith and prayer, even when the answer feels delayed. It says, "Since the first day that you set your mind to gain understanding and to humble yourself before your God, your words were heard, and I have come in response to them. But the prince of the Persian kingdom resisted me 21 days. Then Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me." Daniel's unwavering faith, even after 21 days of fasting and prayer, gives us a powerful picture of perseverance. Behind the scenes, a spiritual battle was raging, but his faith and trust in God unlocked the breakthrough. In this video, I've written a vivid reflection to help us immerse ourselves in Daniel's experience. The anticipation, the spiritual resistance, and the moment God's glory broke through. Matthew 21:22 says, "If you believe, you will receive whatever you ask for in prayer," reminding us of the power of faith. The 21st day arrived, pregnant with anticipation. Something in Daniel's spirit told him, today is the day. By nightfall, he knew he would have his answer. He paced back and forth in his little room, not with fear or worry, but with joy. A joy that bubbled up from deep within. It wasn't the tension of uncertainty. It was the thrill of expectation. Something stirred deep within him, a certainty beyond explanation. Today is the day. His faith felt like potential energy, waiting to be released, but not yet given an outlet. It was like electricity, bound up and humming with anticipation, contained behind a plug, waiting for the cord that would give it its release. This faith gave him certainty. He knew, without a shadow of a doubt, that his answer was ready. Faith in him was the reciprocal, the open vessel through which he would receive his answer. His body bore the marks of 21 days of fasting. His knees ached from hours of prayer, and his breath came shallow and slow. Yet despite the frailty of his flesh, his spirit felt alive, burning with a strength that defied exhaustion. He pressed his hands together and whispered, "Lord, I know you have heard me." Everything around him seemed to agree. Outside, the daffodils swayed in the gentle breeze, their golden yellow petals shimmering like transparent gold in the morning light. They danced and twirled as if they too were declaring, "Today is the day." Even the birds seemed to join in, chattering back and forth in a lively frenzy. Today is the day. Today is the day. Their song harmonized with the certainty swelling in Daniel's heart. The sunlight spilling through his window felt warmer, brighter, as though creation itself leaned in, waiting to witness the moment. Yet in his mind, the vault of heaven loomed large, oppressive and heavy, like a prison door locked tight. The Prince of Persia kept sentinel, ensuring that nothing could come in or go out. Daniel's prayers, his cries, had seemed to ricochet off those walls for days, unanswered. But faith, steady and unshaken, was the key. It fit perfectly into the lock, ready to turn and release the prisoner of doubt and fear. Faith made his soul soar, lifting him above the weight of resistance. He paced back and forth in his tiny room, his steps quick and purposeful, as he prayed and made supplications to his God. His voice was a steady rhythm of praise, but the joy within him swelled until it could no longer be contained. He flung open the window with trembling hands, his voice rising with uncontainable delight. Hallelujah! The King of Kings reigns. The echo of his declaration seemed to fill the heavens, as though all creation joined him in praise. At the very moment his praise rose to the heavens, the clouds that had felt so oppressive and dark began to tremble. The weight dissolved, giving way to the shafts of radiant light that poured into his tiny room. The air shimmered with the warmth of God's glory, and Daniel fell to his knees, overwhelmed. A sense of peace and relief washed over him as he realized the answer he had been waiting for had arrived. The waiting was over. The breakthrough was here. Praise the living God.